Question number 9, Grant Robertson.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance. Why has he brought forward spending previously earmarked for Budget 2017 into Budget 2016?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, partly because of increase in population and partly because the government has a range of positive opportunities to invest in strengthening the economy and in delivering better services.
Question, Mr
Supplementary
Speaker.
question, Grant Robertson.
After 8 years, will he now accept that his positive opportunities are in fact a social deficit that has led to a housing crisis, a huge shortfall in health funding and parents bearing a greater cost of their children's education?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, absolutely not. And I'd refer the member to the regular reporting of the government's Better Public Services results, which shows reducing welfare dependency, significantly higher pass rates in our schools, particularly for Māori and Pacific students, to refer to the results that show increasing skill levels among our young people, reductions in rheumatic fever, higher immunisation rates. I might say a much better record than the previous Labor government, who increased spending by 50% and left almost all social statistics in a worse state.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Grant Robertson.
Does he believe that 1 year of focus on spending in health, housing and education will deal with the problems built up over the last 8 years? And if not, will he rule out offering tax cuts in 2017?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the member is simply wrong. This government has focused on doing government's job better since the day it was elected. And the Labor Party might wish that there was some kind of widespread breakdown in public services, but it's absolutely not the case, which is why around the country we are finding enthusiastic NGO and public service staff working very hard to do a better job for New Zealanders.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Grant Robertson.
Will part of the spending brought forward from 2017 fund an extension to paid parental leave to 26 weeks, as the Labor bill being debated before Parliament tonight proposes?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, well, the member will just have to wait and see, but the government's stance on Labor's bill has not altered. The government extended paid parental leave, I think, in the last budget in 2 tranches of 2 weeks in successive years. We believe that, given the range of demands on the government purse, that is a fair and balanced outcome.
Supplementary question, Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Grant Robertson.
Does he believe that 18 weeks paid parental leave is sufficient?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, that is what the government is funding, and relative to all the other needs of which the member is regularly reminding us, whether it's housing or health or education or anything he can think of, we think that's pretty balanced.
Supplementary
question, Grant Robertson.
Can he confirm that he will be relying for his future tax cut promises on Treasury forecasts, which economists regard as overly optimistic, and which he has previously dismissed, saying that, quote, Treasury can barely tell what is going to happen before Christmas, let alone forecast years ahead?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, the economists haven't seen the forecasts. I'm sure that some of them will disagree with them. That's the nature of economists and the nature of forecasts. What we do know is that within reasonable variation around those forecasts, government has been, the economy is growing. We know that, 2 to 3% per year, and government books are in surplus, and those surpluses are likely to rise.
Question number 10, Melissa Lee.